Welcome back to Wall Street Confidential. We're talking about kind of a strategy that the bears are ignoring, right, Jim? And I want you to sort of introduce this to me because I'm not too familiar on this.
I think that when a level keeps holding, when these July 15th levels, the closing levels, July 15th intraday levels, nowhere near breach, when they keep holding, technicians tend to say, well, wait a second, maybe there's a floor building. When they keep holding, the myriad bears who just think it's got to go under have to start being the guys who are on the hot seat. One of the things that has happened is that Bob Pisani talks about this a lot on CNBC, that every time these ever rallied, the financials, you had to sell them. Now, it is true. That's absolutely true. It has worked. But what I'm saying could be happening here is, how do you explain the fact that Lehman's going under, AIG could go under, Citigroup under a big attack next week if they can hold, Washington Mutual going under, Bear went under, Fannie and Freddie went under, and we haven't cracked these levels yet. Is there a certain point where maybe the market is saying, okay, look, we're going to be able to live after AIG. Maybe we will live after Lehman. We will live after Washington Mutual. And when that happens, you begin to get a 1990-like bottom where it was pretty much everybody had been shot, and you kept expecting we would breach 2,300 on the Dow, and we just couldn't because all the bad news, each time the new bad news came out, the market stopped going down. And we're not there yet. I predict a huge and vicious attack on Citigroup next week if the Fed doesn't do what's right. If the Fed doesn't cut rates on Wednesday, I think that they'll operate severely, which is why I'm urging people to buy the Citigroup September 15th and 17th net puts. I think that it's a natural that they will go after this. But if they don't go after it, or if it fails, the raid fails that I'm predicting, or if the Fed cuts, and then you're going to say, holy cow, I see what happened. We got a floor. We couldn't take it out. Companies started buying back stock. We got a have-not situation with the banks, and it looks like that the bottom has been put in.
It seems like part of this is very psychological. People looking forward, thinking, well, there's better things to come, or this is the end because they'll survive. Citigroup will make it, and that's
that doesn't mean anything to me. These institutions are basically insolvent if you take a magnifying glass.
Or this too will pass. Sort of
this too will pass. Should that's what's happened in other bottoms. I just think that there comes a time where the bears have to be a little cognizant that we have not been able to crack the market. We're not down 400, 500 points.
All right. That piece on real money. Thanks very much, Jim Cramer.
Thank you.
This is Wall Street Confidential. Stay tuned.